One of the subjects that we have for today, we find it in the book of Genesis in chapter 2 and in verse 9. And it says, "And out of the ground the Lord God made every tree grow that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life was also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil." It's interesting that what God did in the days of old is the same thing that we experience day by day. There are two trees in the garden of life, and the other one is the garden of knowledge of good and evil. One of them represents our relationship with Christ. The other one, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, represents our self-sufficiency of man. Very sadly, man did not want to have God in mind and basically casted out the tree of life and decided to go for the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Since then, men have practically made an altar for their intellect where they don't want to have God in any of the areas of their mind. However, God, in His infinite mercy, He prepared another tree, and this tree is known as the cross, and it was planted there in Mount Calvary. And the Apostle Paul, when he refers to the cross, he says that for some people, the cross is something that means a curse, but to us, it means the power of God. We have been able to experience the power that is found on the cross of Calvary, on the cross of Jesus Christ, and we have seen so many blessings, so many benefits through the cross that we are marveled. The Apostle Paul said that the cross of Christ means that I have died to the world and the world has died to me. Why is it that the cross of Christ, why is it so powerful? For the Jewish people, the cross represented the highest expression of a curse. That is why they would never allow a person, a normal person, to die on a cross, but only those that were counted as delinquents, people who had stooped down low, that had contaminated the Jewish race. And that is why the cross became an expression of curse. God had said it through the law, and it's found in Deuteronomy 22. That cursed is he who dies hanging on a tree. Jesus of Nazareth, He took our place. He died on the cross of Calvary. He became a curse for every single one of us. But Jesus' death on the cross of Calvary has such a great meaning, because in the cross, it fulfilled the whole curse of mankind. The cross of Calvary, on the cross, the word that God had said to Adam came to pass. The day that you eat of that fruit, you will surely die. On the cross of Calvary, Jesus took all poverty. That is why, even though He was rich, He became poor, that with His poverty He could make us rich. On the cross of Calvary, Jesus totally died naked. On the cross of Calvary, Jesus died in shame, and not even His intimate parts were covered, but they were exposed for everyone to see. But on the cross of Calvary, Jesus also took our infirmity. He took the curse. He took oppression. He took ruin. He took misery. He took affliction of mankind. All those things, Jesus took them on His body, and He accepted to receive the punishment that you and I deserved. And on the cross of Calvary, Jesus canceled the curse. When He died and resurrected, He practically opened a way of blessing. And that is why the Apostle Paul said that if we die with Christ, we will also reign with Christ. We cannot enjoy God's blessings unless we give Him our heart. We totally give our heart to Him, and that we allow our nature to be crucified along with Christ. on the cross of Calvary. Today, I would like for you to stop for a moment and to say, Lord, forgive me because I lived my life away from you. Today, I turn back to you from the bottom of my heart and I ask that the power of the cross will flow through my life. I want to know you and I want to experience the power of the cross because that is the tree of life. Remember, Jesus, through the proverbist, he said, he who finds me will find life. Today, accept the cross because you will be accepting life. May God bless you.